everybody, welcome to the show. Hello, humans. My name is Gravity Groove. Welcome to Bad Luck Good Game. And we're going to be playing Draft again for the first time in a bit because it is October 1st and Quick Draft should be unlocked. So let's see. Quick Draft Midnight Hunt is indeed available. So normally on this show, we focus on taking all the rares we can and using the fact that we have no timer to make thoughtful decisions and dissection of the thing we're trying to build and the value of the cards in question. Of course, we are going to be trying to get enough rares and packs with Quick Draft because it's the most cost-efficient method to build out a set. And the more cards we get that way, the easier it becomes to finish the set, the cheaper it becomes to finish the set, and the easier it'll be to make all the weird standard decks we want. So we already know that black and blue are the dominant power axis in this format, but I think white is probably third, and green a very narrow fourth. I think red is actually kind of the weakest because outside of most of the damage spells, which mostly do 3, their card quality and value engines just don't match up to what the other colors are doing, unfortunately. It's hard to quantify, but that seems to be the popular consensus as well. So this is awful and unplayable, obviously, but we have to take it because we're trying to do a value thing here. Obviously, if we weren't taking that, we'd have lots of good choices. This pack is actually very, very good. Shadow Beast Sighting, even though I'm not a huge fan of starting off in the weaker color, Shadow Beast Sighting, in my opinion, is just the most broken common. 4/4 stack up really, really good in this combat, and this is two of them stapled together. It's just hard to overvalue that. Dawnheart Mentor, of course, is a win condition on its own, which I've really enjoyed. I think it's probably like a 4 to 5 in my estimation, at least a B. It creates 2 bodies, so it almost always enables its own coven. But for now, we're taking rares because we have to, and we're sad about it. Okay, we have Defenestrate, which of course we know is great. And we have a pretty respectable, powerful white card here. I'm fine taking the Defenestrate at this point and seeing what happens. Static Awakener, very, very solid. We also have Consider and Locked in the Cemetery, which are pretty decent choices for that deck. A Static Cemetery or a Static Awakener, we're always hoping that we'll have plenty of fodder for this, but it's never a guarantee. Usually if you're in black, if you get at least 1 Diagraph, you have some way to enable it. Okay, so no really good black or blue cards here, but Search Party Captain is decent. Soul Griff is decent. Rise of the Ants is pretty powerful. I don't think Bereaved Survivor is it, but I'm curious about other people's thoughts on these cards. Rise of the Ants rated a C by others. Okay, so quite a bit lower. I think just having 2 3/3s is much worse than the 4/4s because you can't really push through with them. They're very good defensively, but I don't know that you want to be stuck being defensive in this format. Bereaved Survivor. Wow, D. Okay. Soul Guide Griff. Search Party Captain. These things are updated so often. C for the Search Party Captain. D for the Soul Guide Griff. Surprised. I mean, I guess it is expensive. Cathar. C. Yeah. All fairly weak. We could just take the Evolving Wilds here if we wanted to, which will potentially make splashing easier in future. We're not playing this thing no matter what. I do like Search Party Captain, though. I think in general it's pretty good. It also sacrifices quite well. Like, once you get a card out of it, who cares, right? None of these cards are really busted, though. Let's just take the Evolving Wilds. Let's stay opened. Delver, not very interesting. Eccentric Farmer is very, very good. Eccentric Farmer in multiples allows you to play 3 colors fairly easily, and we already have a Wilds. I don't think I've played a 3-color deck yet, so I'd be open to it. Another Farmer or a Burly Breaker. Burly Breakers are pretty hard to deal with, other than the Bolt. The Bolt really gets you. Let's take the Burly Breaker. Probably find another Farmer or two. Gavany Trapper, pretty solid. Not really busted or anything. Path to the Festival definitely allows us to play 3 colors, but we'd rather just play several Farmers and an Evolving Wilds or two. I think Crawl is usually really good. Like, you want 1 Crawl in most decks. If there wasn't a Bolt here, I think we would take the Pestilence Wolf. I think this is a pretty respectable critter. But Bolt's pretty good. And it's going in our deck regardless of what happens from here. None of this stuff is really playable. Tapping is just going to miss way too often. Rotten Reunion is playable if you're in, like, heavy sacrifice effects. But the fact that it's an instant has some utility. We'll throw one in the sideboard. We might play it. Might of the Old Ways is definitely playable. Nothing for us here. White seems pretty opened. Which of these would I want if we were splashing white? So we're not sure what our splash color is yet. We gotta take the rare, obviously. I don't think we can splash 2 colors for this, but we'll see. Okay, Ghoulish Procession, not really a good card. Not really a playable card. Not a lot here for us other than Borrowed Time, which points towards splashing white here. Or running white in some context. Maybe black is the splash. A lot of good cards here. Hobbling Zombie, very good. This thing is really, really hard to block. Borrowed Time, of course, pretty decent. Uniquely just answers anything. I do really like the Scoundrel, though. As a way to push damage. And as a card we'd want to bring back with Crawl. I feel like it's replaceable, though, right? Like, removal is harder to come by, and this removes pretty much anything. So we have... I mean, these are all fine. I think Shady Traveler is probably decent here. A nice aggressive critter. 3-drop slot is usually the slot you want to be the most packed in value. We do need a couple more low drops at some point, but maybe we'll wheel this. We might play this, just a beefer. Not much else here for us. Vampire Socialite, very powerful. Timberland Guide, we've got good 2-drops offered here, but we also have Diregraph Rebirth, which seems decent. I think this supplants Crawl. So far we only have 2 big boys we really want to bring back, and we have potentially 1 card draw spell if we're going to play this. We're not sure if we're going to play this yet. We haven't gotten... I'd like at least 1 more Eccentric or 1 more Evolving Wilds. Vampire Interloper seems good here. Candle Trap also pretty reasonable, but again, we've got what, 4 pieces of interaction so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm not going to go too ham on that yet. Another Shady Traveler seems good. Dreadhound seems really good. We wanted a big threat, and while Silverbolt is also very good, now that we potentially have 2 graveyard rebounding effects, I think we want a couple closers, you know. Siege Zombie is also very good, but we don't really have a lot of Decay Token synergy in what we're doing currently. I might run Howl. I definitely won't run Ghoulish Procession. Wow, that's insane. It should not come back. The computer is definitely a few screws loose if that came back. Ooh, on color rare, taking it. Nothing is better in this pack than this. Tireless Hauler, pretty solid. Rise of the Ants. Probably Rise of the Ants. Yeah, they're both around the same level. Hoping we find another Eccentric Farmer to make this splash easier, but we're committed for these 2 spells at minimum. They are very good removal, so we're definitely playing those. Okay. Let's try some Ants. Another Defenestrate. Got to be the pick here. If we can get enough other removal spells on color, I guess we can cut the splash. Getting a Snarling Wolf or a Novice Occultist or Hunt. There's a lot of things we could wheel in this pack that would be great. There's our Farmer. Covert Cutpurse, also quite good. Shady Traveler, also quite good, but I think I want to make the splash very reasonable. Don't think we want any of this. Oh, this is rare. We'll take the rare for rare value. We're not going to try to cast it, but... Oh, okay. We can cap another rare. And there's nothing for us in this pack anyway. Cool. Basically paying for the draft. I like it. I'll take a very late Silverbolt. I'll take a Timber Guide. Like, we don't have a lot of 2-drops. Seems good. That shouldn't still be in the pack. I can play Bat Whisperer if I have to. 1 Novice Occultist to maybe sync up with our Awakener. Late Siege Zombie. Yeah, looks like we got plenty of playables. This is best of 1 though, so you know, who knows how it's going to go draw-wise. We also have, I think, 3 or 4 flashback spells, so maybe we do want to leave both the Crawl and the Diregraph in. Like so we might mill them over and get some incidental value. I don't think we need 3 planes. We need 1 planes for 2 white spells with 2 guides and 1 evolving wild. Seem like plenty of ways to get it. I don't know if we're running 17 land. We have a 6, a 6, a 5, a 5, a 5, and everything else is 3 or less. We might just be running 16 here. Creature count's on the low side, but the creatures are of high quality. Although this counts as a creature too, so 15 is pretty reasonable. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a lot of interaction. Hopefully it'll work out. I think we can cut a land. So much of our curve is low, and Best of One has the hand smoothing algorithm, so you tend to get to 3 land pretty reliably, and all we need is to get to 3 land before our deck starts to pull itself up. We've got this and this for mana sinks. I think this is okay. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. I like how the draft went, but you never know how the games are going to go, right? All 3 drops, a little awkward. Interesting. It's a nice 2 drop off the top. Interesting. Well, we're about to see if this is good, because they got it on turn 2, which is fairly impressive. Wow, complete brick. It's fairly unlikely. These are all powerful spells. Well, off to a bit of an unlucky start. And getting unluckier. Running multiple Rotten Reunions. That's okay. Currently no answer for the Awakener. Multiple Rotten Reunions. It's so strange. Oh, he just flashed that back. Never mind. What am I talking about? Okay, never mind. I was right the first time. We're not going to have any creatures to get back with our spells that get things back. Because weirdly, our opponent is all in on Rotten Reunion. Sure. We swing with the menace creature and then threaten to bolt. Is that worth it? We're just bolting this thing, right? We're just bolting this thing. Attacking with this. Okay. I don't really know what our opponent was doing, but it certainly wasn't blocking. Bit of an unfortunate farmer flip there, but still got there. Yeah, I guess. I hate to use this for swamp, but you know, we can get it back with a farmer. Can you? What the? So hoping we draw land in a couple turns here. So we got, what the fuck? It's foolish. Really? Okay. Very confused by people's inclusion of this in their deck. Like, it's not good enough. No removal. Sad. Okay, I think we're just swinging through. Like, we can get this back with Rebirth, potentially next turn if we draw land. Our farmers block really well, so would like to have a removal spell in hand for the 7/6 Menace, which they're definitely playing if they're running this sort of strategy. Uh-huh. Sure. Could be a cutthroat. Okay. Sure. Annoying. Oh, he has 2 Evolving Wilds. We can crawl and recast the Briar. That's probably the play, right? Well, I guess it's good that we got one creature. Really, really not loving the fact that we just keep missing land. Sure, sure. We have 20 cards left in the deck. still on 4 lands. Okay. Oh, it gives it vigilance. Shit. Alright. That's pretty annoying. And we bricked again. We are just Brick City, huh? Sure. Well, there goes Diagraph Rebirth. Shit. We can absolutely lose to that. We really need to draw land or removal now. Yeah, we're still pretty behind. It's so weird that I ran into back-to-back Ghoulish Procession decks. I don't think they're good, but man, apparently people really are into them. We just go with our big boy now. We just go with our big boy now. We have 2 Defenestrates in this deck somewhere. That's unfortunate. Sure. being choked by our mana. A second Morbid Opportunist. It's extremely shitty. Uh-huh. This thing is like a mythic uncommon. Our opponent has cast 2 of them. We're definitely losing to this card, not this card. And our increasingly awkward draw. None of this bullshit. Yeah, that should be about all she wrote. Cannot beat that card. Has to be killed the second it comes down, and he was already set up with Procession and Flesh Taker. He's got a combo where he's just drawing a card and gaining health and scrying every turn. Game's over, folks. Ugh. A bit of an awkward draw for us. Can we face one deck that isn't Ghoulish Procession? That would be nice.
Take your marks. Set.
Okay, looks like we might be experiencing a draw. Yeah. Whenever it takes more than a minute, it seems like it's always a draw. Sure. Unruly Mob. Yeah, I think that means we gotta blow this up. Okay. That's extremely ungood. Well, we have Burly Breaker. Gonna need removal for that trainer. Fantastic. Didn't have anything. Thank God. Could have been real ugly if he had Slash. Yeah. Flooding out a bit here, folks. 8 land left in our 25 cards. Brutal. Fuck my life. Okay. Well, try it again. Okay. 7 land left in our 24 cards. Wow. Gross. Fuck! Yeah, just crawl the Dreadhound. Holy shit, man. Like, we're facing enemies with just, like, fucking insane draws. Really need that that white mana, huh? Lifelink. Holy shit. Well, we just lost all the relevant cards in our deck. God damn. Fuck! Okay. Holy fucking shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuck, man. Crushing me into powder over here. Seven land remaining in our 15 because we milled all of our good cards. We do have a Crawl left, and a Rise of the Ants. Yep. Yet another big fat brick. So if that's all he plays, he's dead. Yep. Man, we flooded out and flipped poorly. Still managed to pull together a win. Is there anything worse than self-mill, like in the game, to make you just Our one planes was clearly like on the bottom of our deck, along with our one Evolving Wilds. It's like card 39 and 40. Sure, we got Bolt and we've got Shady. That Burly Boy. Cool, we got a farmer too. Sweet. Ooh. Oh, that's not the Suspicious Stowaway. That's just a regular card. Oh, it turns into a 3/4 on the backside, flying. That's pretty good. Yeah, I guess we're looking for land, right? Cool. Not thrilled that we just lost 2 premium removal spells, but it's okay. Sure. Don't really have any interest in using removal on the front side of that card. Being that currently we have no way to answer it. This card, on the other hand, our opponent, of course, playing the best colors in the format. Still not getting those lands. Let's try again, shall we? Counterspell! Yay! Smart. We have no way to answer it. Best hope here is to top deck a land so we can get our big boy down. That works. Sure. Fuck. $12 land left in our 23. Let's So we've drawn 17 cards. We're on 4 land. 16 in the deck. 24 other. .9%. Yeah. What? Oh, fuck? Yeah, I think we just lost. I thought they were black-blue, and now they have 2 insanely powerful other cards, and we don't really have a lot of means to work through those. We can't fucking draw land. Holy shit. It's gonna be functionally impossible for us to push through all this fucking beef. $16 land and 2 eccentric farmers later. Still at 4. Yep. We're gonna hit the farmer off the This is probably ants, right? Get our planes now. We can kill one of these and swing. We can just play Burly Breaker. And pass next turn. Yeah, I don't hate that. So, has a counterspell up, probably? That's what we're thinking, right? Let's see if this baits it out. Cool. Okay, we chew through all the critters. One more removal spell for a bomb in hand. Ooh, do they have Rotten Reunion? That would actually hurt right now. We don't have much worth getting back in our graveyard at the moment. Most of our good creatures still in here. Candlelit and Dreadhound in particular. That's a flyer. Happy to see a flyer. Okay. I'm very confused. I'm just gonna pass. There's our enemy number 1, the Morbid Opportunist. Really should have attacked with that. Yep. I don't know if the extra draw would have helped him, but should have tried. I believe we won that one. Some unnecessary celebration for you. So we're at 300 gems in one pack, and I believe we got 5 rares. I don't think we're playing more than one of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the one we're playing is the tracker. Cool. Each rare being worth approximately 200 gems. So 1,000 and then 300 more, and then a pack being another 200. So we're at 1,500 gems already. We've doubled our investment. This is how you build cards for standard if you don't want to spend $800 million. But then the rub is that you have to play standard. One land makes this very good. No land makes this a death sentence, but I think we have to keep it. Hey, we got there. We got a hobbler. When the hobbler dies, we can just bring back the hobbler. Cast him again. So now another swamp would be great. So we could block here, play the Awakener, and immediately feast. Feast. Another 3-color deck. Got his Tron assembled. Well, if you're not even going to threaten to pump, I don't care as much. Although I guess we do want the sack fodder. That's unfortunate. Huh. Huh. Yeah, I think we pressure. So we'll use every part of the animal. Do we want to use a card to make him use all of his mana? I don't think we do. Problem is he's at 5 land and we're at 3. And stuff like that's going to start happening. Well, we can't attack with our Hobbling Zombie anymore. And we can't block with our Hobbling Zombie anymore. Well, this is exceptionally bad now. That's really bad. That combination of creatures, man, like that exact combination of creatures. Thing that makes you not be able to block. Sure. That's helpful. Still get to draw a card. And then we do not hit the land. Because of course we don't. And we don't hit removal either. So now we're probably dead. I believe we have died. believe we have died. This is normally what kills us, is the deck just decides that we have to lose. %44% to draw land at this point, but... Yep. We need to draw removal, like, now. So we cannot interact with this problem. Oh, man. Our opponent AFK all of a sudden? They don't have 8 mana yet, but they could just drop an 8th mana. I have not died to Lambholt Harrier before, but sure seems like I'm dying now. Plains would get us out of this. A land would have helped. Yeah. Okay. So removal or concede. Not much of a game to play there, folks. Not much of a game to play there at all. Can I tell you? We needed to draw land and we did not draw land. Normally I flood my ass off in these games. And I'm just getting completely screwed. 2 eccentric farmers, by the way. Two of them. So lots of outs. Not only could we have drawn land there or removal, which we have 7 pieces of, we could have drawn one of our 2 farmers. But we could also just draw nothing for 3 turns. Oh, man. Magic is such a skillless slog. The variance ultimately just takes such a huge part of it away that can feel pretty irritating. Okay, so now we have plenty of mana. want to swamp, right? Also get to thin the deck. Blood Pact. Sure. So now we have to kill the Awakener. Unfortunate. I should have played a. I should have played the Evolving. Gross. Extremely gross. We only have one swamp. Sure. Okay, there's the swamp, so we could Rise of Ants here. I guess Rise of Ants blocks pretty well, but so does the Cavalry. Yeah, let's Rise. Okay. He destroyed 1/4 of our Rise of the Ants. Good job, I guess. Grab another swamp. Candle for my homies. Hilarious if he used the trick to survive there too. Feeling like we're pretty set up here. There goes my Rise. That sucks, admittedly. That sucks a lot. Like we're just getting back the Cavalry. Plus we can't target it. Oh yeah, he totally bricked me. It was like the best top deck he could hit. Sure. I don't have any zombies. Oh, I could have played the Siege Zombie. I'm dumb. I'm dumb, folks. Don't ever forget it. Fucking Ghoulish Procession again. Okay. So we can swing with this. Doesn't do that much. Swing all out, also doesn't do that much. We could defenestrate the Unruly Mob. their turn. Or we could just start pinging them down too, which seems fine. I think this should be okay. We should have tapped it first. Missed the damage there. Okay. Opponent's had a lot of removal. Oh, maybe not a lot of removal. Very effective removal. We swing this and defenestrate. Sure. Let's let our critters flip here. Really? Rebirth's pretty good. Sure. I think that's going to be good enough. Yeah. Okay, 4 wins. 2 losses to the deck itself. But our win rate is positive, even if we lose this next one, which is nice. This has been a really good deck so far. Doesn't always draw the way I would like it to, but if it did, I don't think we could lose. Cool. We got Plains, Swamp, Interloper, And hopefully we'll draw 3. Cool. Okay. So we're probably playing the Hoblin Zombo now, because this thing is just probably gonna always have a spell lurking. Yes. That sucks. That sucks a little bit. Our opponent has a very, very good aggro draw. And we have no blockers. And no removal. Holy fuck, man. Yeah, this is what happens when you're on the draw. They play creatures in removal, and you cannot do anything but die. Oh, he's got the Lunar Trick too? Yeah. Good game, I guess. The hand was just absolutely the nuts. Like, completely perfect. Completely perfect. Wow. Well, that wasn't a game. That was not a game, folks. Our opponent's draw was absolutely perfect down to their very last card. And we could not possibly interact with that. Our draw was very, very good. But being on the draw, we were always a step behind. And the fact that they could play their creature, wait till their turn, kill our defender every turn for 3 turns consecutively, meant there was no interaction. There was no game to play there. I do believe this deck could have easily gotten 7 wins, but I feel like we kind of got the rough end of variance, as we often do on this show, which, if you'll recall, is named Bad Luck. Good game. The good game is sarcastic, because there was no game there, you asshole. But, you know, good for you. Hope you don't fall down a well. This has been Gravity Groove for Bad Luck, Good Game. If you've enjoyed the content and would like to see more of these drafts, please continue to watch and consider subscribing or liking, or even better, leaving a comment below. My favorite comment is bad luck, but also fuck that guy. I don't think you can comment that. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you later. Boom.